Hey, my name is Troy Rich with Devco Group. Been in business for a while. Just had a horrible experience here at Frost Bank. I went in to open up a new business account because my old one was tampered with. So came to open up a new business account at the same time to make a deposit. Okay. First thing, I'm treated rudely. Second thing, I gave them the check. The lady comes back. Hey, this check is fraudulent. Well, how is it fraudulent if it clearly shows the IRS as the sender and I'm just making a deposit? I'm not trying to cash it or anything. We can't take this check. Ask me 100 questions. Where did this check come from? Who's Ogden? And I'm like, well, I don't know Ogden. What does that got to do with depositing the check? It says pay to. It got my name. It referenced my address. It's a P.O. box. Next thing. Well, we can't find this P.O. box. We can't find this address. If you live in Oklahoma, why do you bank here? Why don't you keep your money in Oklahoma? Like, why are you asking me these questions? I've deposited over $500,000 in the course of a year that I've been here. Why? What does that have to do with anything? So they constantly say that the check is fraudulent. I'm sitting there being interrogated, no respect. Other customers looking at me crazy. It's a horrible experience. And so then I thought to myself, let me call my tax group who prepares all my taxes, who has documentation of my refund. So I called them and they said that was unacceptable. She tried to explain to Erika, quote unquote, the manager at the Grand Prairie 161 location that, hey, that is the check that Mr. Rich is expecting. So instead of trying to understand and do her own due diligence, she jumped to the assumption that the check was fraudulent and continued to sit there and harass and giggle and as if it's a joke and ask, why do I bank here? Why am I here if I have an Oklahoma address, and why can't they locate my P.O. box? As if I'm a criminal. I did something wrong, And then when we were able to prove that the check is not fraudulent, she proceeded to say, well, there's no barcode. It should say what it's for. Well, it's clearly there if you take your time and read the check. She didn't take her time and read the check. She jumped to assumptions. I'm assuming because the way I look, maybe I'm a little dirty, a little rough looking. Well, I work today. Okay. I do construction. I'm a worker. I work hard. I work a lot. But instead, you make these assumptions as if I'm a crook. And that's not cool, man. So you guys be careful who you choose to bank with, who you choose to invest in and allow to hold your money, because this is ridiculous. I'm sure I'm not the first person who's experienced this. And I'm not going to say it's racially profiling, which I'm sure that has a lot to do with it, Mrs. White Erika. But instead of apologizing because I prove why they should accept the check. I show them, hey, there's nothing fraudulent that I've done on my account, any of my accounts. So she takes the check and just giggles, laughs, walk away. No apology, no nothing. So I'm going to make this viral because we need to make an example out of these people, because at the end of the day, they're holding our money. Without us, there's no them. So I'm going to show you guys this. So anybody who's banking with them, just be smart with who you choose to bank with, because some banks don't have your best interest. Majority of them don't. But there are some good ones out there. Frost, I'm sorry. You lost that today, buddy. Everybody stay blessed.